Hi folks, I'm Tom, and this is Sawdust and Feathers. Last time I was on, well, not last time, all the time before that, we worked on carving these leaves, how I carve the sides and make them stand out in front of the other one. And then the next one we did was this one here, how I showed you to lay a block of wood down on it to see if we can get this to come in better. Lay a block of wood down so we can raise those leaves up. You see how far we raised them up? That was all this gluing a block of wood on it, clamping it, and then working the Dremel in to take that shape of the leaves. Before we get started, tonight we're gonna work on carving a nose. Somebody was saying that they have a problem carving noses. So my birdhouses are only a ½ inch thick. So I always have to glue wood on so that I can get the definition I want. And usually what I'll do is I'll glue 2 pieces on, but even if I wanted that nose to stick up this high, I'd have to take it down that far. So I glue pieces on for my nose and my eyebrows, sometimes for a mustache. It depends on what I want raised up off the face. Before we get started on this, I wanted to show you the sunflower birdhouse I finished. There's the front. I did the roof with 2 sunflowers, my sides. I think it turned out pretty cool. I have decided to stain it. I just burnt it. I don't know if I want to stain it or paint it. So right now I'm leaving it go the way it is. Well, I hope you like it. Little dragonfly at the top up here. So that's the first sunflower I've ever done. And you can see how far up I raised it. I added a block up here for that, and then I cut into my second block. So I went pretty deep on that. I had to add the wood to it. Let me put this down. Alright, well, we're going to carve a nose. And what I normally do is I'll cut a little chunk of wood, 2 inches tall, 1.5 inches wide. And then what I'll do is I'll measure, I'll find the center, top and bottom, go 1/4 inch both ways, 1/2 inch up here, 1/2 inch there, and 1/4 inch both ways at the top, and just make those lines. And then what I do is I'll cut that with my little bandsaw. Put that on the bandsaw and cut that, not the bandsaw, my sander. I sand it down. It's too small to cut with a saw, so I sand it down with my belt sander. There, I found it. And that's how I get that shape. And I'll just take it and glue it to the front of my birdhouse. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut it, start working it from about here on an angle up like that on both sides, the bottom of the top. You're going to take that from about here. We cut that down like that, and then we're going to cut our sides in like this on both sides. So let's get this thing off of me and let's go to work. I'll raise this up off the table a little bit closer for you to see what I'm doing. See what I got? I carved it down this way. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring the nose in a little bit like this. On both sides. This would be like the mustache coming out on my birdhouse. Right there and there. This would be the hole in the birdhouse. And then my mustache would run down like this. This would be like the eyebrows coming up. So what we're going to do is we're going to carve that in. Well, I've noticed some of these carvers, when they carve, they're carving like they're holding their Dremel with it, like a pencil. I can't seem to do that. I don't know why. It just seems like this thing wants to get away from me constantly. But anyways, see where we're at? We got this cut in a little bit, we got this cut in a little bit. I cut this in only because usually I'm carving into the face here and bringing up my cheekbones on both sides. Pull this down in there a little deeper. What we're going to do now is we're going to work on rounding the front off and dig it up under here a little bit. Alright folks, round it off a little bit here, round it off a little bit here. Just start taking shape. What we're going to do now is I'm going to take my Dremel from this point right about where the mustache hits, and I'm going to come up and around like this. Right there, that's going to thin out the back of the nose a little bit. We'll do the same thing over here. Come up. Can you see what I did when I drew it? So this is the way I do it. There is no right or wrong. A lot of guys will go and just take one block of wood and plow all this out in order to make their nose. With me doing a birdhouse, I don't have that option. I have to add wood. This is the way I do it. I add a little piece of wood wherever I think I'm gonna need it. Alright, let's do this one. There's my paintbrush, here it is. Okay, see where we're at? I cut that, Dremel it up there like that. Dremel it right there on both sides. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this down a little bit on both sides here, and take this down back here a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not perfect. Okay folks, this is where we're at. Now the only thing we got here right now is one little flat spot right here in the front. Can you see it? On this angle right here. Big flat right there. I want to round that off. I mean, you can leave it flat if you want, but that's what I want to round mine off. So what we're going to do, I'm going to cut in a little more here. I'm going to round this out a little bit more here. And round that up a little bit. We'll see how that goes. Great. I don't know what you're thinking about it, but that doesn't too bad looking. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to do the nostrils. Now, I like put my nostrils out here, where you bring them down into here a little bit. The same with this side here. Just like that. But I'm not just going to dig in, I'm going to dig down, like put my Dremel here and dig down into it. Okay folks, that's not bad nose. What do you think? Turned out bad, not too bad. Like sticks out. Let me raise this up on me. Let's see what we did. I hope that helps you out a little bit. This is just the way I do it. This looks like my nose. This is the way I do it. I glue a block of wood on there. And it's not that hard to do. It's like my leaves. Glue a block of wood on there and shape them out. Just takes a little time and practice. And let me show you my birdhouse again. That's unflowered birdhouse. That's how she turned out. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to stain it or paint it, but I burnt it. I hope you all liked it. That back here with my collection. Show you back here. All my different birdhouses I got back here. But anyways, I hope you learned something. Thanks for visiting me. Don't forget to leave a like, share with your friends there if you like what I'm doing. Leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. It'll really help my channel. Okay, bye-bye.